Okay. We have a problem.
Hey guys, Dan here with Battlefield Curator, and we got ourselves a Galil from Classic Firearms. If you watched my last video about it, we unboxed it. In this video, we're going to take it to the range and we're going to test fire it and see how it performs. Before we get into it though, I'd ask you to pulverize that like button and subscribe for the algorithms. It really helps out with the growth of the channel and helps support us and what we do here. Thanks. Just to give you a little backstory, the Galil was initially designed by Israeli Galil in the 1960s for Israel. Now the Galil was based off the RK-62 and the Soviet AK-47. The Israelis realized that those weapon systems were really reliable in the desert conditions. At the time they were using the FN-FAL, and that seemed to have issues with the environment, so they needed something more reliable. So essentially they took the RK-62 and AK-47 and put those two together, and they came out with the Galil. Now the Galil really got phased out in the 1980s. The Israelis used the M16. A lot of those Galils and other Galils that were made got sent to other countries for aid. And some actually got sent to the US as semi-autos before the 1989 ban. Those are really, really expensive and pretty rare, and they're collectible. So if you find one of those original Galils at a decent price, you know, hey, might as well get it. They call those the pre-ban. You'll also find pre-ban AKs, but pre-ban Galils are very sought after. Go for a premium. So first we test fired it with the polymer magazine that it initially came with.
Put a round in the chamber. All right. All right. All right.
Then we use some surplus mags just to see how well they did.
Okay, it looks like it's shooting a little low there and to the right. So I might need to zero it.
We made our adjustments and it shot pretty well. It appears we had one jam. Didn't seem like a big issue.
All right.
So overall, the Galil performed well, and we had a fun day at the range shooting some other weapons. The Galil seemed to be just a very fun and great shooting rifle. Now this one that we shot at the range shoots 5.56. They also made some in 7.62 NATO. So essentially James River Armory manufactures these Galils, puts a actual IMI Galil parts kit on a James River Armory receiver and barrel. They're guaranteed by James River Armory for a year, so they come with a 1-year warranty. They don't really guarantee these to work with the surplus mags, but hey, we use these surplus mags and they seem to work pretty well. Also note that these barrels are a 1 in 9 twist, which work well with the 55 to 62 grain 5.56. Originally, the Galils would have had a 1 in 12 for the 55 M193 ball ammo that was used, but the M193 was phased out in the 1980s. James River Armory put a 1 in 9 twist barrel on there for more modern ammo. Now they do say that 223 will work, but the dimensions are slightly different, so they recommend using 5.56. And they also state on the little excerpt that comes with the rifle, do not use steel-cased ammo. Now I've never tested the Galils with steel-cased ammo. I've only used brass, so I'm kind of curious, you know, will the Galil stand up to steel-cased ammo, or is it just too harsh for the weapon and the bolt and the extractor? If you've used a steel-cased 223 in these rifles, I'd really like to know if there's any issues with them. Let me know in the comments. Alright, so after testing it, here's my opinion on it. When I picked it up at first, I said, hey, this is pretty front heavy. Yes, the rifle is front heavy even if you take off the bipod, but later realizing that because it shoots the 5.56, it actually manages recoil pretty well. Now, the rifle is based off the AK and RK62 platform, so it's not meant to be a precision rifle. It's meant to be a rifle that can withstand the elements. So shooting it, the recoil is relatively light, but the rifle is a little bit heavy on the front side, so you probably want to work on those biceps. The sight picture and sights, they work really well and they line up pretty well. Didn't really have an issue zeroing them, zeroed pretty fast. Magazines hold 35 rounds, and then we also had a 50-round magazine. So yeah, it's just fun times at the range. The folding buttstock, I believe, is an excellent design, and it doesn't feel uncomfortable when shooting. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. This rifle looks amazing and it fires great at the range. We hope to put a lot more ammo through it. If you like this kind of content, be sure to share it with your friends, share it with your shooting pals. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook. And as always, be sure to learn history and curate history. Make it a great day.